got here earlier today. When I first got here earlier, well, I was quite relaxed because of the weather, and because it's such a beautiful city of Palm Beach. I was very happy to enjoy the view, everything. And then when I arrived, I met the host today, and some friends, some new friends. I understand that many of you are not living here for year-round, and some of you may be traveling down here in the wintertime, so you're so-called snowbirds. Okay, so I'm okay. I will better be more comprehensively talk about everything. And then I realized that some of you are very experienced in international relations, foreign relations. So I'm a little bit nervous. How did I know that? And then I realized that in the audience we have people who used to be diplomat in the State Department. We have people whose uncle was the Assistant Secretary of State in charge of the East Asia affairs. And also some friends there knowing my previous leader, Chiang Kai-shek and Madame Chiang, World War II. So I'm now really in a high pressure now. I'm standing on my toes. So I have to do my best, to try to impress my audience, a very precious group. Well, before I start, I'd like to point that this is some meaningful. This is a meaningful year for Taiwan. It's a centennial, 100 years history of the founding of the Republic of China, from Beijing, to Nanjing, and then Civil War, and then we withdraw to Taiwan. I think you understand the basic background of the history, and the war we fought together with the U.S. shoulder to shoulder against the enemies in World War II, and also we fought hardly with communists through all the years. Even until today, we still cannot consider them as family as we wish they should be. That's a tragedy, but that's a reality, and we are making the best out of it. So that's the beginning of my introduction of my country, Republic of China, Taiwan. This country, it is quite unique I would say in 3 different ways. Okay, firstly is the geopolitics of Taiwan, and secondly is a new term, I think. It's a new term called eco-politics. Means the importance of Taiwan economy affairs. And thirdly is its momentum, dynamic power in the past half century, and what this country is going to do now when dealing with the new power emerging opposite China. Now we call them mainland China. Okay. When I was a student, my teacher pointed at me that there were 3 flashing points in West Pacific Rim. First one is Indo-China Peninsula, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia. Second one, Korea Peninsula. And the third flashing point is the Taiwan Strait. Now, I should say another 40 years passed, 30-some years, when I was a college student, and see what's the result. One area was solved by force, that's Vietnam, and this area left us not too good a memory. Second place, the peninsula of Korea, now still under the mediation of the 6 parties talk for the nuclear power threat to North Korea. For that region, international mediation has not yet solved the problem. And now the third focal point, third flashpoint of Taiwan Strait, we are dealing that with the wisdom of Chinese history. So there's a bilateral talk just between Taiwan and China. And we're trying to solve the problems, with each other. So I think this is the pattern we are going to talk about today, and to also share with you how Taiwan can do better with its very giant 800 pounds gorilla neighbor. And how can we use this leverage to link us to the world? And that is the topic today. Geopolitics, Taiwan is located on the first island chain from Japan, Okinawa, Taiwan, Philippines, and to Nishi, and to the Malacca Strait. For this is the security defense chain if you consider China as an enemy. But on the opposite side, for Chinese people, I mean the mainland Chinese people, and the POA, the army, Taiwan can be a good base to outreach their navy force for another 200 miles from Taiwan to Guam. So that comes the second island chain, next to the first island chain. And Taiwan itself now has to work very hard to keep the balance of the power, and also trying to make itself a prosperous community in the world. And it's not easy because its location, it's a plus. It also can be a challenge for the people living on Taiwan. Let me share with you some numbers. Taiwan as a maritime transportation channel, it has every year 73,000 vessels inside and out of the harbors of Taiwan. And the transportation pivot of air aviation, we every year have 1.35 million flights passing through the Taipei FIR. That's a flight information region. And also we have about 360 passengers, in and out of 360,000 flights landed and take off from Taiwan. And we have more than 2.5 million passengers in and out of the country every year. So that makes Taiwan a very important center for international transportation. Economically, we also located in a very interesting position for the 21st century. Try to imagine the world top economies are surrounding, and Taiwan is in the center, if you think in that way. It's not exaggeration. Just see from the north, it's Japan, now the world number 3 economy. In the eastbound, it's our close ally, United States, world number 1 economy. The south, we have the ASEAN countries, and now it's the world number 2 largest regional economy. And of course, the west, nearest yet so far, our neighbor, China, just became world number 2 economy this year. So Taiwan is located in such an interesting economic juncture, give us all the good opportunity and leverage to do business and to develop our relations in this very fast and competing, evolving international arena. Taiwan has its own leverage of its major products. It is electronics, communications, and IT products, petrochemical, machinery, and textiles. So with this, and also with the same language and same cultural background with China, gradually now we are doing more and more business with them in the past 20-some years. So this is some data I'd like to share with you too, such as that can give you how important an image Taiwan is in the global economy. We are now the number 4 foreign exchange reserve. The amount is $390 billion US. The economic growth rate last year, 2010, it is 9.8%. It's quite high.